Thomas Reiner, the Lean Farmer, and welcome to another short video from Farming Outside the Box. So my question for you today is, are you sloppy? I have discovered that I am extremely sloppy. So the other week I shared a video about a freak lawnmower accident that I had. And I was basically cutting the grass, ran over a piece of wire. Best Spring figures it threw the wire out the front of the lawnmower. It ricocheted off the axle and then buried itself up in my chest, and ended up having to go to the doctor and took an x-ray. Sure enough, I had a piece of wire in my chest. I didn't know it at the time. I just knew I had a hole in my chest. You know, when it happened, I pulled up my shirt and there's a hole in my chest and I'm bleeding, and that's all I knew. And got over there and they told me I had a piece of wire in my chest, and then fortunately he was able to go in and dig it out. It took him about 20 or 30 minutes to do it. And after some cutting and some needle nose pliers, he pulled it out. And I had a whole bunch of people go, "Man, what a freak accident. There's no way in the world that could ever happen again." And that's probably true. Statistically, it could probably never happen again. And then everybody said, you know, there's no way you could have prevented it. But the more and more I thought about it, the more I've realized that I could have prevented it. And I remembered a few years back working on this electric fence that's behind me, some point in time cutting something on that electric fence and having a little piece of wire in my hand and then going, huh, and throwing that little piece of wire over my shoulder. And that's sloppy. And then a few years goes by and sure enough I ride over top of it and throw it up in my chest and bury it, a 2-inch piece of wire in my chest. So just prior to that accident, I had been in a friend's house, and he was talking about how he's trying to banish sloppiness and fall in love with precision. And ever since that accident happened, that has stayed with me and in my mind. And so every night before I go to bed, I look down at a little teeny cup that has that piece of wire in it, and I'm reminded to banish sloppiness. So that is definitely part of lean farming, is not being sloppy. So are you sloppy on your farm? Keep trying to make those improvements, and thanks again for watching a short video from Farming Outside the Box.